Can we turn the perfect workspace into a full Battlestation gaming setup with a Joystick HOTAS mount, pedals and other accessories? Yes, absolutely. For this, we talked to Monstertech to plan a complete cage, so an all-in-one solution for all our needs. The perfect Battlestation. In this video, we'll introduce you to the details of the result and show you what you can do with it. Our setup for streaming office work and gaming used to look like this. But using most standard solutions often requires us to make compromises. Either optimized for an office or content creation or gaming, especially with joystick HOTAS or a pedal configuration. That's where the Monstertech Cockpit Construction Kit system came in handy, because it allowed us to fulfill all our requirements at once, and we'll give you a detailed introduction to it. The frame, which is 2 meters high, 2.2 meters deep and 2.2 meters wide, took approximately 14 hours to build. But we did have some extra time, and since it was a one-time build, there are no special instructions needed. And the construction here is reminiscent of adult Lego. But let's come to the requirements that this system needs to fulfill. In addition to our 45 kilo heavy single PC setup, we also had to find an optimal space for a laptop, joystick HOTAS, our pedal configuration, all 3 large screens, our accessories, decorations and the lighting setup. So all we need for streaming, gaming, content creation and for the workload. And here, the Monstertech system offers the possibilities to adapt our setup depending on which task is desired. The main features in the office and working mode, we can customize our desk to fit our needs, add a footrest and ensure an ergonomic seating position. All screens can be adjusted in terms of height, tilt and angle to suit our needs. And the Monstertech flight chair is practically like a throne for your office. And of course, we can't forget about having a notebook, laptop or a larger tablet that is also adjustable and mobile. Also, having the option to position the microphone in the best possible way was also a crucial factor. So we get the optimal conditions for content creation and for our office operations. But the other aspect of the requirements profile was equally significant, which is to have a setup suitable for streaming and gaming with a simulation setup. Key features here are of course the fully adjustable joystick or HOTAS mounts, which run on the rail mount system of Monstertech. And the footrest is of course actually intended for a pedal system and is used accordingly here. And for streaming, we need several cameras, whereby a mount of the Monstertech cage is easily possible in various positions. And of course, this also applies to all other important components, such as lighting, microphone, a head-on-eye tracker or other peripheral devices, thanks to the 360-degree available mounting options around us. The change from the gaming or streaming mode to a working mode requires only a few hand movements, because with the rail mount system we can simply push our joysticks to the side and fix them with a few hand movements. And don't worry, your joystick or HOTAS is absolutely stable as soon as you press the 2 quick release fasteners. This ensures a secure setup that can be easily adjusted in terms of height and depth. And even when upgrading to a new device, you can simply make the necessary adjustments with an adapter plate. And of course, you can leave your joysticks directly on the table without having to disassemble them every time, which saves you a significant amount of time. The system works with a guide rail, which can be realized either via a normal Monstertech profile or a special table profile, which can be attached later. And of course on the most tables. For the direct sliding mechanism, a steel plate with a corresponding suspension is provided and attached directly to your suspension for your sticks or HOTAS. All Monstertech profiles are directly compatible. And alternatively, there is a repurchasable tabletop, which can also be attached directly to a desk, where the system finds a reception. In our situation, we didn't require the additional tabletop, since our current one is already connected to the Monstertech profiles. Here's another tip. Make sure to plan your cable management from the start when setting up this system. And now you're good to go in just a few seconds. since the sliding and fixing mechanism works flawlessly and can be operated without even looking at the quick release fasteners. The pedal setup is made of steel and can be adjusted not only in depth but also in the height and angle. We made a conscious decision not to attach our VKB pedals to allow for modularity, because in a few seconds we get a footrest for the office or work environment. And as a small but pleasant feature, we have installed a 400-watt infrared heater here, so never cold feet. This way we can switch our gaming setup back into operation in no time. But the Monstertech construction kit system, of course, has a few other features. The screen hangers are fully customizable and can be adjusted even while in use. The tilt of the screen can also be adjusted here. We use screens up to 48 inches, but even larger screen diagonals are possible due to excellent stability. Furthermore, all compatible components can be easily mounted onto a surface. The perfect place for decoration or for lighting. With a variety of different table, mouse or keyboard setups, you can also customize and expand your workspace. These can be easily attached to any Monstertech profile and sometimes even plugged into without the need of screws. Another important feature was our 45 kg single PC setup, easily visible and accessible, not hidden under the desk. We attached 3 stable crossbars and still have plenty of room for another PC or even more. And the stability is great, and we didn't feel the need for use a safety belt or something else. Overall, the entire aluminum metal structure with connection strips provides excellent quality. And maybe we did a few pull-ups to test at the construction, just to be safe. The tabletop is provided with an additional stainless steel bridge. This can be easily fixed anytime, and the table height can also be adjusted accordingly. And with the Monstertech rail system, it's easy to add small attachments or manage cables as needed. Because we always have support or guided rail here that we can lay a cable harness on. The lighting is just as easy. And of course, there are even better ways to manage cables. However, this should only be for show and is not finished yet. This is just for impression. And due to the huge dimensions, we sometimes needed 6-meter long cables. And also, we use fans for rear ventilation of our cameras. And thanks to the design, we also have the opportunity to install cameras everywhere, behind and or above without any problems. And finally, a little Monstertech construction manual on how the system works. Basically, a ball bearing mount is screwed together with a stainless steel screw and a stainless steel guide. This creates a variable compression pressure, which we can fix very firmly, especially with larger objects, which brings absolute stability. Therefore, the system does not shake or wobble, and we have the option of attaching enormous loads on it. And of course, you can find the hardware used and the Monstertech products in the video description. And for any questions, drop by our Discord. And of course, I'm interested in your opinion. What do you think of the Monstertech gaming cage? Let me know in the comments, in the Discord, or even in the daily Twitch livestreams. See you soon!